Hi and welcome to Watch the Time and my initial review of this Timex Expedition Indiglo watch. Now, I've had a couple of Timexes on the channel very early on when I started watch collecting, and Timex was sort of a really sort of affordable. I don't want to say cheap because they're not cheap watches. Affordable watches whereby I had I think I had a Weekender, I had the chronograph version, I had the Easy Reader, a couple of other chronographs. Great affordable watches, and the killer feature on these watches is the Indiglo, which is absolutely fantastic, and I'll do a shot of the Indiglo later. I mean, this watch has got a bit of lume on it, but it's rubbish, to be fair, but it doesn't matter. Obviously it's a quartz. It has to be quartz to power the Indiglo, so you're not going to get these in automatic. It doesn't bother me at all. This particular one I did buy for a specific reason, but the reason I got it was I've backed the Kickstarter for the Veya, the new Veya automatic watch, and one of the options that they do is a white dialed version. Now I think I've now decided on the black sort of heritage model, but I wanted to get a white watch because I've not got any white face watches at the moment, and I just wanted to sort of see what I think in a sort of a field watch to see if it works. Now, as a nice summery watch, I think it works, but I think this has made me decide is that as a nice summery sort of field watch, this is going to be the one, and I'm just going to keep this. And the Veya, I'm just going to go for the heritage black no date version. But I might change my mind on that, and obviously you'll see that in an upcoming video later on. I don't think I'm going to be getting that watch until sort of towards Christmas time. So keep an eye out, subscribe, and you'll see that one soon. So we've got a classic sort of field layout with Arabics on the outside, and also the 24 hours on the inner ring. Got a nice trapezoid shaped date window there, which is unusual, different, quite like that. And then obviously you've just got Timex Expedition Indiglo water resistant 50 meters, and the Expedition logo at the 12 o'clock position. I like the design of it with the sort of brushed bezel here. It's all incorporated. It's not a removable or anything. Just a nice brushed bezel. The case design itself is really nice. The way these crown guards come up here and these two little screws there. I'm not sure if they're functional or not, or just decorative. We just got vertical brushing there of not a great quality, but it's fine. And again, you'll see there that sort of quite distinct vertical brushing. I haven't got a problem with that. And we're talking, a budget watch here. I actually picked this one second hand for I think it was less than 25 quid. So I can't really grumble about it. I've really got no negatives with this. We've just got mineral crystal glass. No issues with that either. I'll just show you the case back. Obviously I've got it here on this fancy NATO, and I think it works really well with the colour. It's a real nice sort of summery watch. So I'll just whip that off and show you the case back. So obviously when I got this, the person said it had a new battery fitted, but the Indiglo was really dim, and I noticed all these scratches on the back case, and I think what's happened is that they intended to replace the battery and failed because they couldn't get it up. There's a kind of a tiny little, just see there's a kind of little lip there. You just need to get a really sharp knife under and crack it to get it in, and they obviously couldn't do that. But I've cracked it, put a new battery in, and the Indiglo is working absolutely fine. So you can just see all the details there on the back. It even tells you which battery you're going to need before you've opened the case back there, and the Expedition logo. So nothing fancy, but it's fine. It came with the original strap, which has got the Expedition logo on. It's a leather strap. Really suits the watch nice, but it tapers too much for me. I don't like a watch that tapers as much as this, a strap that tapers as much as this. I prefer a sort of a parallel strap, and I think this watch looks really good on this strap. It's really lightweight, it's really thin. I'll just do the measurements quickly for you. So it's about a 39mm across there to that sort of the narrowest part, and obviously including the crown it goes up to about 40, but it wears a lot smaller than that. Is less than 9mm, so really slender, and we've got those lovely lugs that sort of taper down, so it makes it even more comfortable. And the lug to lug distance, I'll just check that, short, yeah, about 43mm on the lug to lug. So it makes this watch really would suit a a youngster, someone with a slender wrist, would suit a lady with a slender wrist. Um, I find it absolutely fine. I've got no issue. I don't this isn't a watch I look at and think, ooh, that's a bit small on my wrist. What I do is I just pop it on my wrist to show you. I'm wearing the Zin 104. That's what that looks like. So there you go on my just over 7-inch wrist, and on that the NATO, I think it wears really nicely. It's a fun colour. The colour really matches really well, I think, and it looks really nice. So it's a nice small slender watch. But I really like it. It's not too small for me by any stretch of the imagination. It's really nice and comfortable, and yeah, really like it. Obviously, it's quartz, so we've got the ticking second hand. It lines up pretty good on the second hand, and I like the fact that it's red, gives it a nice little pop of colour, and that sort of is why I went for the little bit of red in the strap. So we got sort of the colour matching a little bit. With the kind of silvery colour and the red there in the strap. I think it looks really good. The way the crowns integrate with the crown guard, it's absolutely fantastic. Just, that's not going to dig in at all. Just makes it a really comfortable watch. A great grab and go everyday watch, and really practical. We've only got a date complication, not a day date. I haven't got a problem with that. I think it's quite neatly integrated. But what I'll do now is I'll quickly show you the Indiglo. And there you go, the Indiglo is just utterly fantastic on this watch. You can't really beat it, to be honest. Obviously it's going to drain the battery, but it's easy to swap out the battery. It's just a flick off the back, pop a new battery in, and away you go. And they last for a couple of years on these watches, depending on how long and how much you use the Indiglo for. The Indiglo is just activated by the crown. You just push it in, so no screw down crown or case back on this one. So there you go, that's my review of the Timex Expedition Indiglo. Hope you liked it. It's a cracking little watch. Like, subscribe, comment. I do really appreciate any interaction like that, and I'm getting more and more, which is fantastic for the channel. I've got more reviews, watches coming in all the time. I've got a long-term review to do on my most watched video, which is my Casio Square. And also I'm going to be doing a long-term review on the Zin. Now the honeymoon period is over, we're going to see how we're getting on with that. But for now, this is Watch the Time. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.